The next method is what I would call the list building method here. It's not actually a list building method. It's you go and you make the irresistible approach. I use list building as an example here. You can use anything. Just start with a sub niche. So I type this in, and I'm looking for somebody high on the search rankings because that means they probably get a lot of traffic, and so it's easy to test their sales letters. So I found this one right here, and if you go to this one, you'll come up to a sales page, and pop that off over there. And what you got here is some sort of sales page. Let me see if I can. That goes on and on here. And so what's the method for getting clients this way? You just go to this guy, this Eric guy here, or whatever. You email him, say, hey, I was on your website. I noticed you're high in the search engine, so I bet you get a lot of traffic. I'm sure that's cool. Anyway, I liked your sales letter. I saw 2 or 3 things that I think could really improve the response on it, and I would love it if you wanted to test these out. And, I'll do it free of charge. I'm just trying to get into the copywriting business. But if you'd want to just do a split test, we can, just take 200 visitors and see what my tweaks do. If they can improve your response or whatever, that'd be great. So you just come up to them and you make an irresistible offer. The offer is for nothing. I'll take a crack at improving your copy here because you already get a lot of traffic, so it wouldn't be that hard to test it. You could test it in one day. And, hey, if it works good, well, then maybe you'd want me to do some more copy for you, or maybe you can give me a testimonial for my work, so when I go to the next person, I have that much more credibility. So you can do this with any niche. You just say, you just find a long-form sales letter, whatever niche you're going to get into, and you find that long-form sales letter with somebody who's up here at the top, and you could even do more than one. Here's another one. You could say, hey, Alex, I was on your website. I liked your sales letter. I thought it was pretty cool. You're ranked pretty high. I'm sure you get a lot of traffic. I had a couple ideas I think could improve your response, and I would love to take a crack at helping you get a higher conversion rate. I'll do it for nothing. I'm just starting out. I'm really trying to build up my credibility, and I'd appreciate it if you wanted to split test this. It's just a numbers game. You just keep hitting them, and you keep hitting up different people in different niches with long-form sales letters that rank high in decently competitive terms because that means they get traffic, so it's easy to split test. And you just go one after the other. You just say, hey, was on your site, I liked your sales letter. I think I can improve on it. I'm just starting out, though, so I'm willing to do this for nothing to build up a reputation and hopefully increase your response. It will take hardly any effort on your part. What do you say? That's all you do. You do this with enough people, and I call this the irresistible approach because it's irresistible. A lot of people are like, hey, if you're going to do the copy for me, you're going to make these tweaks, and you're going to do almost all the work, and I got really nothing to lose except for the cost of 200 visitors coming to my website, maybe a couple sales, but I have a lot to gain. Eventually, if you hit enough people, you'll hit the person with the right itch cycle where they woke up that morning and they said, oh, I would just love it if I could split test my copy, but I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to get around to it. And then bing, in their inbox, there you are. Hey, I want to split test your copy. It happens more than you think, where you hit their itch cycle just right and you can get a client this way. So I call that the irresistible approach. The next approach is the Warrior Special Offer approach. In the Warrior Forum, there's at warriorforum.com here. You go to Warrior Forum and you go to special offers, and then these are special offers here that people have made where they basically just they post a topic, they're the author, they tell you the replies to the thread, how many people read it, and the last post made in it. And you see people are offering stuff like how to create articles that generate real sales, offline gold report, warning secret web 2.0, and basically people create offers here to sell stuff at a special discount to people on the forum because it's a kind of a community. And you'll know you can do a copywriting an offer here. And in fact, I found one right here. Rockin' sales letter deal. Kick me while I'm down. A copywriter here has posted a Warrior special offer. Costs only $20 to do this, by the way. It's a steal. And then they have strictly limited to the next 10 warriors. Former copywriter gets back to the basics and writes killer copy for warriors only, dirt cheap. And then he goes on to say, let me see if I can shrink this a little bit. It didn't improve the sizing here, but he just basically goes on and says about how he's going to write your copy, make you a bunch of money. And it's not going to fit on the screen, but he just says that something happened, story or whatever. He generally writes letters for $1,500 but his next offer is $197. Russ Reynolds here is going to do a copy gig for $197 to the next 10 people. Here's some samples of his. And so here's somebody who just bought one of his things. And he thanks them. Still a few more spots left, and somebody else buys one. These spots sold out fast. I have room for 5 more warriors if you're okay with delivery being between 21 and 28 days. So all he did was he just went to the forum and he posted a special offer in the warrior forum here, and then he just created a little ad pitching his services. Let me get back here. Here's right there in the warrior forum. Created an ad pitching his services, and then he posted it here, and sure enough, he sold stuff. He sold some letters. I know a lot of people who do this. I know a lot of people who got started doing this, and there's nothing stopping you. $20 is all it costs. You just write up a little ad, make your pitch, say, $100, $200 sales letter, just starting out, give me a shot or whatever, and I'm sure you're going to get a client just by doing that. So you leverage the Warrior Forum, the special offers, to advertise your copywriting services. Another approach is to use forums in general, just period. Here's the copywriters board. This is the most popular copywriting board, and it's found at, let me go down here, pop it over here, copywritersboard.com. And there's a bunch of different links here. First of all, I wanted to show you, just in the copywriting discussion alone, people are allowed to, when they're talking, like let's just click on, how do you read a sales page? Here's a thread. Let's click on this thread. I want to show you something. In this thread, some people are going to have signatures. I can't believe how many people do not market their stuff better than that. This is the first signature I found. Dean Dooley here, direct response copywriter. Bam. There's a link to a signature in a site. And now he's pitching his services. A copywriter is not some virtual assistant you hired to reduce your workload. He's the most vital ingredient to you in your business success. And he goes on. And, he makes the offer to hire him to write your copy. So that's one way you can use forums. You can simply just simply post replies to threads and then have a link back to your site for your signature. And that's one way to do it. Now, the copywriter forum itself has a whole section devoted just to copywriting jobs. So if you go there, you'll find you'll find all kinds of deals being offered here. Copywriting, Dan Kennedy style direct marketing. Somebody wants that. Copywriting for medical device, e-commerce website. And on and on and on. There's a lot of different offers here. Need copy for business opportunity. Copy for internet sales letter. You go there and you use the same approach that you've used with everybody else. Say, hey, I'm starting out new, very cheap, even potentially free if I'm trying to get my portfolio built. Love it if you give me a shot. And you make them your offer to write their copy. And that's all you got to do. Now, there's a couple other approaches that I'll go over really quickly. I go over more in depth in the book, but we'll give you an overview right here.